Welcome to the tong where our loyalty lies only with warrior, and they will scrap only if I give them the order. And you feeling itchy, you got something to say? Just know we hop this way. Nobody else is suited for this other than us. I know it's crazy, but we work with it and don't give up. Welcome to the show. If you don't know the name, we call it Hop This Way.
Dang!
Hello.
Everybody's excited except for Frank.
On the inside, I'm like,
Fair. So,
that probably looked terrible. But anyway.
Welcome back, everybody. It's been
Woo!
So how's the Tong doing? We had a little get together on after the New Year there, just to remind everybody what was what, and then we were coming back. But how's everyone doing? What's new with everyone? Rebecca? What's going on with you?
It's too hot in here now. Lots of rain. It's like Bangladesh now. Every time it rains, it's all flood. So, but it's still beautiful, no? Brazil, Rio, Samba Carnival.
What is that rattling? Murphy, Frank.
Like, what the fuck is that?
That was not my intention. I thought she could be quiet. She couldn't.
That was perfect. Oh,
She's over there now. Sorry, Betty. Go ahead.
Next week is Carnival here.
Ooh.
Nice. So we're gonna do the show live from, like, you're gonna be live from that as we do the next episode. Hey, look out, Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. We got the real next episode. I keep looking down at the new camera, but I still want to see you guys, and you're on my laptop here. But
All right.
yeah, it's like I said, it's been a minute. What about you, Frank? What have you been doing, buddy?
Work and train. That's really been my life for. I mean, there's not much. There's still not too many places to go yet, so
Right.
it's kind of been that.
Looks like the end is in sight, though. Hopefully.
Yeah. The weather's getting warmer too. It was like 70-some degrees over here today in Jersey, so it was good.
Whoa.
It's a nice little change. It's gonna be like 20 degrees in a couple of days, but
Same here. We're getting that freezing cold in Niagara today, so I feel you. Miss Stephanie, I want to ask you how you're doing, but come on now. We see the palm trees. We know you're balling. What's going on, Steph? How you doing?
Well, I am job hunting, and I haven't had great prospects and, all of that in Boston still. So when I get overly frustrated, my progress is getting over here to Hawaii to take care of some stuff on my property. Let me know if the wind gets in the way. I'm outside, but I'm cutting trees and playing in the forest and twirling large trees, practicing. Got to hone my skills.
It sounds like the life to me. It sounds pretty decent. Now, what about you, Chew America? How you doing there, buddy? What's up, Matt?
Going on? Oh, nothing, man. I've just been hella hyped to come back. A lot of people have been asking when our season 2 is happening, and I was just like, well, if you fucking tune in tonight, you'll be able to get your fix. You'll be able to get it now.
So what you're saying is everyone just asked today.
Just today, yeah.
We're just saying, everyone just seemed to ask collectively on today.
Just today.
It was weird.
It's only today.
just today.
Just today.
It's great to be back, and oh my god, it was good to get a refresher on season 2, episode 1. I mean, this was a pretty good episode. It took me a while to kind of get back into it, and then I was like, oh yeah, here we go again. We all started off. Remember the end of last season? Sahm almost made good with everyone at the end of last season, but now he's off fighting in the pits. We see him starting off, and he gets introduced quite quickly to Miss Rosalita Vega, Maria Elena Las. What do you guys think? First introduction of Rosalita. I'll give the floor to you first, Becca. What did you think?
Oh, she's quite mysterious, on that place, the Barbary Coast with all those barbarian guys and that skinny beautiful women running the place, not like the Chinese girls that we have, very tough. She quite don't look the same, but she's probably tough as well, but we don't know what is with her yet.
Yeah, and this is and not only do we not know what's with her yet, we know that she's got some kind of attraction to Assam that goes beyond, the sexual, right? We see
Like
that she's interested.
always.
This is a stud bull that she's got here right now that's going to be winning every ring for her. Yeah, that's the
Ex-
best analogy I could come up with. I'm
Stud bull.
sorry.
I got you. You're good.
except,
Stud bull.
except
Okay,
for
got you.
Assam's sister. Everyone has a sexual attraction with Assam, the show, right?
There. Yeah, she kind of hates him. And well, Hong, who we'll meet a little bit later, I think might be on that list as well.
Oh well.
Frank, so we start off as our resident martial arts expert. Yes, I'm putting that on you.
Oh God.
We start off in the Barbary, like Rebecca said, and we get to see some of Assam's skills there. Now, going from season 1 to season 2, what did you notice in Andrew Koji's actual progression? Did you see anything different that he's done there? Or, like obviously it looked like he and Brett put some work in.
Oh, simple. He put on more muscle. He got more explosive, and he got more convincing on screen. Like that was that won some major respect points from my end. Like when I saw the season 2, because I started watching the show after the end of season 1, right? So I binged season 1, and then I repeatedly binged season 1, and then when season 2 came out, and you see him right away in the Barbary Coast, like, oh wow, no, that actor put in some work. So
Yeah.
that made me take Koji a lot more seriously too, as an action person. So
Do you think that's what got him Storm Shadow? Do you think Warrior is what got him Storm Shadow? Anybody can answer that one. The G.I. Joe movie, because he booked that after Warrior, right? Like that was after season 2.
Yeah.
Long route. So
Maybe. I don't know. He's kind of becoming everywhere lately. Like he has a movie with Brad Pitt coming out soon. And
Bullet Train, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that other series he was in? I'm trying to remember. But he ended up playing a nerd, like a real,
Peaky Blinders.
American Gods.
American Gods.
American Gods, yes.
Yeah, that's right. He had that bit role though.
American Gods.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's that's another pretty intense one. He seems to go for those more intense roles. It seems right. Those more intense shows. He seems to like the violence. I'm just going to put it out there for everybody.
I think he was seen after Warrior. He got more roles because like everyone saw him. He had minor characters in other series that he has done before, and now in Warrior he's the lead character. So he was seen, and he's good.
And it seemed that he could actually carry a cast as a lead, and that's not taken away from anyone else in the cast, because this is a great ensemble cast that I think that we've got here. What stood out for you the most in this episode? I'm going to put this one out to Mr. Matt Chua. I'm going to put you on the spot. That's right in front of the class.
I must say the visualizations this time around, I don't know what it was, but like the way that they shot like the coast, I was just like, ew, like that's such a beautiful shot. A lot of this was very artistically shot. I don't know if that's a fucking word, but it was very well showcased to us. Like,
there was some scene that
wrong. Yeah, I'm sorry. Not anything was the way wrong. The way that they shot season 1, it was real gritty and dark and shit. But this shit, I was just like, man, this is kind of beautiful here. I like this. I know real shit is happening here, but I like how the everything twinkles.
Kudos.
And that's
kudos to I'm sorry. Kudos to Fred, who makes the art concept of the show. He draws the scenarios scenarios.
Yeah.
And you can see in the Warrior Max Geek today post is the drawing that he made of the Barbary Coast. So
Oh,
yeah, he draw very beautiful landscapes, and you know,
We're gonna have to get some of those up here for next time so that I could actually post them when we see
Wait,
that.
he does some of the art direction for that too.
no, he just make the concept. He's not the art director.
I mean, some of the concepts. My bad. I didn't mean the actual direction, but
No,
I didn't know that shit. That's
the more you know. Will Corrigan, how you doing, my friend?
yeah.
Catching up here with Warrior Season 2.
Hello.
1. Yeah, man. This was a pretty intense episode, like I said. But that's nothing new. That's nothing we've never talked about on the show. Like the one thing that we always talk about when it comes to Warrior, I keep looking down at you. I'm sorry. When it comes to the show, though, is the actual intensity of it mixed in with some of the best script writing that we can see out there. And hello again.
Hello.
A question: Is it just me, or do we see a different level of snarkiness come across from Assam? It just seems more.
Well, and
He's
I
a
would
little
say
bit of an asshole.
Yeah, but
When
it
he
just
starts
like
off, he's a little bit of an asshole here.
it comes off different, like this different grittiness this time, and it's like it's more focused and just little facial expressions that you just pick up on, and there's that snarkiness is there, that at wise ass is there.
Well, you got to remember, this is a guy who had his ass beat and should have literally died in the ring had it not been for the cops, Bill, firing off his gun and stopping it before it happened. Right. So
Right,
maybe
and they
he
flashed
got-
over to that.
Yeah.
When he's in the pit, they flashed to that moment where he went down, and he just had to recover from it. So you're seeing that grittiness of bouncing back, but that's where she's picking up on him, like he's a rare case, like
Yeah.
he's scrappy. You don't know if he's going to come back, and he keeps coming back, and she's seeing a gem. So she's honing in, and she's flirting, but she's the businesswoman. She sees the prospect here.
I
She's
think-
like,
She sees
but she's
both.
still attracted to him too.
Yeah. Well, and there's nothing wrong with that as well. No,
It's the stud bull.
I want to talk.
Stud bull.
I want to
Stud.
talk a little bit about Maria here because she plays a great character here.
Oh, love her.
Rosalita Vega. We get to know her throughout the rest of the season. We won't spoil too much more of that for you, but yeah, what a great addition. Who wants to tackle this one? Who wants to tackle Rosalita here?
Oh, I thought she was an excellent mark to start off episode 1 of this new season. It was a great character to start off with.
No, but
You know what? Penny is too weak, and that's why we needed her. Penny was too weak of a love interest. Sorry, like some of the whininess that we get from her.
Poor
You know what I mean? Like
Penny.
but you have a whole gritty businesswoman here who isn't messing around, and she's observant, and she's in the not underworld, but she's in the nitty gritty world, the gritty world that Assam really is a part of. Penny can't handle that stuff.
No, and yeah, because you got to look at some of the women that are in his life. You look at a toy. You look at his sister,
Badass.
Mai Ling. Like they're all
Badass.
badasses. So yeah, you have a point with Penny. I would argue though, Penny does have a strong character though.
I don't know, Penny. When we go a little bit more into this episode, she kind of highlights some of her ruthlessness too that we talked about so desperately in season 1. We're like, shit, it's kind of there, but we don't know yet. Here, at least in the introduction that she gets as well here in season 2. I think we're jumping ahead, but no big deal. But she kind of establishes her dominance and how she wants to run the business and everything else like that too. She does not fuck around. All the women characters put here for season 2 now, or at least how they're shown right out the gate. No, they don't fuck around at all. Not a bit.
Oh You know which scene you what my favorite clip. Lie.
Yes.
What scene from Lie? What scene do I just screech
I'm
when
gonna say
she
someone,
does that
someone
little
getting stabbed.
whistle and she's
Oh,
behind the guy and she comes flying down? I'm like, ah, every time I screech with that scene.
That's why I made that
Badass.
that's why her part is like in the opening credits for our thing. That shit was so ill.
as we see
Love
here,
her.
we're kind of doing a little bit of jumping ahead in the episode there, though.
Oh,
But
yeah.
when we do get to the end, we finally find out who these killers are that are going roaming the streets of San Francisco, wiping everyone out, and it's our little trinity here. What do we think? Like, for one, I want that to be a spin-off. Can we get these three?
Just that trio? Oh my
Just that
god.
trio, or maybe a movie about those three for like that year that we missed in between. And let me know. Let me just see everything they did. To me, it's like
Yeah.
the Avengers. I want to know what happened in those Ronin years.
I don't know. Those three.
Oh.
Nice little homage to Bruce Lee with the black outfit by Sahm too. When in a combination of Return of the Dragon and Enter the Dragon before he tears his shirt off while battling the guards.
Right. And does that happen later in that episode too? Not in this episode? No.
Which
I don't think it does. Because there's
battling
a
guards?
few
No.
different homages where he's got the shirt off or he does the the blood on the cheeks.
That was later. That wasn't a fun one. That wasn't a super fun episode.
Yeah.
So.
There are a lot of fun episodes that are coming up this season. This is just what sets it all off. This sets the stage for the entire season.
Mhm.
And it really seemed like they were just trying to have a lot of fun with this season. Now, Shannon Lee was recently on she was on a podcast and they were talking, and Shannon's actually saying that she might be in this season.
Woo!
But Chad and I were talking and we were saying, okay, well, if we get a third season, we're gonna have to get you in a cameo. I mean,
Absolutely.
I'm down. I'm so down with this.
Absolutely.
But
Yep.
what is she?
What would she?
Yeah.
What would it? So all right, let's fucking speculate. Let's let the rumor mill go.
Let's put it out there.
How if she does appear,
I'm calling it.
who's she gonna be? What's she gonna be?
She's gonna be Young June's mom.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Father June left. He's on walkabout. He's gone to find himself or to find Bolo's twin.
But she'd have to be in there for a while if she's Young June's mom, right? Versus just like a lady at the market going, how much for these oranges?
She could be that historical figure, China Mary, who lived in a town in the middle of the desert, and she was very tough, and she used to run the whole city. She was like a gangster, really, much more than Mai Ling. She was really the leader of the town. It was in the middle of nowhere. So as Father June goes for traveling the country, maybe he meets her, China Mary.
Oh, I just realized who Becca's talking about. Yeah.
That would be ill.
They meet up
I would
on-
say
It has to be someone
Maybe
very
she'll be like she'll have like a remote bar like that couple in season 1, and she'll keep a shotgun behind the counter.
You won't need to. She
Oh.
You won't need to. Yeah, she's got daggers. She's got darts behind the counter.
Yeah.
Or what about a
use
business
the
prospect?
What's that?
Because what about a business prospect? Because think about, again, molasses industry and, we have, Young Jun and Assam venturing off their own. Once we, take it to another season, there are going to be some business prospects about this. What if she's someone coming over from China to check in on things?
Yeah,
What do you
thought
think?
of that too.
I mean, there's so many possibilities. All I know is that she has to be fighting. she has to fight at some point.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
If
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
was talking to Brett about it, you know it's going to be a fight scene, right? And it's not like she hasn't been trained. So,
what about a toys teacher?
Ooh.
wow.
Teacher.
Now, what about a Sahm and Mai Ling's mom, though? Did we find out about them at all? Have we ever?
I was going to
seen
say
her
that
in the
too, but I
flashback?
It seems
honestly
like
forgot what they did. Did they mention? I know we got.
We saw the dad, but we
Yeah.
never saw
Yeah, they mentioned the dad died, but they never mentioned anything about the mom that I remember.
No, she didn't appear yet. Only the Sifu,
Hmm.
but they were young.
right.
Only the Sifu appeared on scene, not the parents. So yeah, that
So
could
maybe
be
her mom, maybe
very
their
cool.
mom.
Wait,
That would be-
neither of the parents appeared. I thought
The father.
No, the dad
appeared.
did. The
Yeah.
dad did.
Father,
in,
yeah,
in-
yeah.
yeah,
the
the
father
dad
and
did
the
in
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
that would be very good.
that would-
So a mom or a teacher is pretty much what we're saying. It's going to be somebody's mom or somebody's higher up, and she's going to just fuck shit up. That's pretty much what we're saying right here on the show.
Hmm.
So if we get really crazy, let me just throw this out there.
All right, let's go.
What if
What if?
it's a Sam's mom
Okay.
and Mai Ling's mom?
Uh-huh.
She had an affair. And
Uh-huh.
it just happened to be with Father June before he went across the salt.
No, because
It's too much, right? It's too much.
Young
What?
Jun's mom.
So young June's got
That's how we're really
brother.
brothers.
No, because only if Young Jun was told the lie, because he said to Assam that his mother was a prostitute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right.
Right. That's what he says, or maybe that's just what he thinks.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
maybe they
yeah.
they
Maybe that's just
told
what
him
young
lie.
Father Jun told him. Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's fair.
So to get a little to go along that possible theory by Zeus. All right, if you want to get a little bit nerdy about the history. So
Ooh, here we go.
episode 1, Young Jun says that Father June's the real deal because he diced up a bunch of British soldiers by himself during the Opium Wars. Opium Wars took place in the 1840s. The opening scene with the boat was set in 1878. So you're talking about maybe like a 35-year span. So Assam in the movie in the show is, I'm not sure how old he's supposed to be. So
20s, I would assume, even though he's probably he's more likely in his 30s, but I think
right.
he's probably trying to portray him in his 20s.
Right. So if he's in his 20s, that means maybe Father June waited about 10 years after that war to go to the US. To go to the Bay Area.
Tropper, are you listening? Tropper, are you listening?
Do you watch our show, Jonathan?
I don't like to be
So-
for you to bring Bolo back. Now we've just tied Shannon Lee in as Assam and Young June's baby June.
Yeah.
Mom.
She could also play Bolo's wife in China, like in
Oh.
in
Well,
episode
how old is
telling
Shannon?
about his past and everything.
Shannon's my age. We're the
Shannon
same
has-
age.
Shannon,
She's 52.
Yeah, born in 69.
Fuck it.
So
She's
was-
just the new big bad.
Yeah.
That's it. There you go.
She could look younger as Bolo's
Yeah,
wife.
she does. But
here's
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing with making her the big bad, though. When you get a really, really good big bad, it sucks when they kill them off
Mhm.
because then you lose that big bad.
yeah, and I'm also kind of wondering if she wants to be on the show that much. Like, I don't know what her goals are, at this point. Like if she has that much interest, it'd be great if she did. Because honestly, I haven't seen her in a movie much. The only movie I've seen her in was actually the semi-fictional biopic about her dad. She was one of the singers at her cameo was one of the singers at the party with the TV directors. She was singing California Dreaming.
Mm.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
so
gonna
that's the only.
now. She was in Blade.
Oh, she was okay.
Really?
Oh, I didn't realize that.
I'm checking this right now. She was in Blade. She was a resident. She was in Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. She was a party singer, as you're saying.
Mhm.
High Voltage. Never heard of that.
I need to watch Dragon again, Bruce. See, being a visitor to Hawaii, that's why I would love it if Jason Scott Lee, got a little snippet in there.
Yeah. Well, wasn't he just on Doogie Howser?
Oh yeah.
Was he?
Yeah. And she was also in Tekken Reload. She played the Dragon Lady, which is just a
Oh.
short film. Lessons for an Assassin. That was So she hasn't been doing as much acting, especially since 2012 was the last thing.
That's why I kind of wonder if she's gonna just do like a quick appearance,
Yeah.
just to be able to make that appearance. But it'd be cool. Maybe JT can convince her otherwise because of where the show's going. So
I hope
Maybe
so.
she sings.
So I had read that they've got 5 to 6 seasons that they had already planned out for this show, and then they were just hoping to get the second season done.
Oh, so they have 5 to 6 seasons potentially written. That could be great.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's written, but I think they have it storyboarded out. Like they have the ideas of where everything's going to go, right, for each season and each story arc.
I really hope the cast stays with it then. Like I really hope that they don't get drawn into other things yet in the meantime.
I was just saying, because they're slowly and surely picking up.
Yep.
They're doing their shit.
Especially Koji.
Yes.
That's what I'm worried about.
And Taslim. Those guys,
Taslim.
both of them.
But here's the other thing, though, that gives me some hope, is that we're seeing on HBO Max huge movie stars, and not just on HBO Max, but HBO Max, Apple, all these other streaming services taking TV show roles instead of movie roles.
Oh yeah, there's no line between a TV actor and a movie actor. Like it's all one and the same now because some of the way that some of these companies are throwing money to these TV shows are goddamn near a budget almost close to a feature length film.
Amazon Prime spent almost $1 billion on their Lord of the Rings series that's coming out now.
Crazy.
There's a Lord of the Rings series coming out? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
On Amazon Prime, which is Jewel, let me talk to you later about some breakdowns that came across my wire. Anyways, we'll
speak off of this.
So 6 seasons. Where does this go without us spoiling for anyone who's watching? What do we want to see? Like we know we know where episode 2 is heading. At the end of this episode, we see the Trinity, and we're like, oh yeah, that's some badassery right there. So right now, let me just say that's the end of our recap there for you. We're gonna get into now our shizit, is they used to say in the 90s, but they never did.
Hello,
right,
hello, is this thing on? Hello.
Yeah,
90s?
No,
Hello?
Whatever.
It was just crickets. That was it. I don't know why they choose me to do this either.
Why do we have a show?
All right, now let's talk a little bit about that though, because like you said, Koji is getting huge. Tobin's getting a lot more work now too. We're starting to see a lot of these casts. Perry's doing work nonstop. So, what happens if can we have Warrior without Andrew Koji?
Toy.
With
What?
The meaning I can really picture, expanding on the Toy portion, because think about how many business dealings, we witnessed, right? So what if they expand on that route some more and think about, everything she's doing as far as rescuing women and, that whole situation. So that could eat up some time, that part right there. But what didn't we also talk about wanting to find out where does Father June go next?
Yeah.
That's
I almost like that as a spin-off though, honestly.
And
like
the way and
a whole spin-off
the thing that Steph was saying could be like a spin-off too.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, that's the thing. I don't know if
Mai
you could
Ling, though. That's what I was thinking more than even a toy, because what if Andrew leaves the show and they want to keep it going? Wouldn't it be poetic if somehow Mai Ling is responsible for Sam's death and she takes up the mantle of, takes up his mantle, trying to be the new hero and make amends, and the whole show is about her trying to, take down her former Tong, like she steps down, and
I guess the question would be, who is theoretically the main character in the show?
It's got to be a Sahm. Like, I think he's the main character for sure. He's definitely at the top of the sheet.
I'm just doing that. I'm just doing that just to like fuck with people. It's like, is he really the main character?
Is he really the main villain?
Ooh.
Oh.
Is it really Penny? Is it really Penny all along? Oh shit!
Penny. I was just thinking about that. What's going on with Penny? We know she's locked up. Where does that go?
Spoiler
and
alert.
let's not forget this.
She was the mastermind the whole time.
Oh, that's right.
Let's not forget
You
this
just jumped so
mofo.
far the fuck ahead.
I think so.
I know I'm way ahead of myself. Shh.
That's the true mastermind right there.
There he is.
I love him. I love him.
Can we? All right. I know this is the Warrior show. This is Warrior adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone watched C yet?
Yeah.
No.
Hello. Right on the nose. Right on the
Are
nose.
you caught up? Are you caught
You've
up?
got. Yep. You've got C. You've got Chow. You have Olivia's in there. Who else is in there?
I
Next
got some
season,
serious
Dean.
spoilers I need to talk about with that show, though. But I'm just saying.
No.
That
We ain't
last
speaking
episode
about it
killed
here.
me.
I'll tell you that because I didn't
That
see
last
it.
episode killed me.
I won't say it. Okay.
It killed me twice. That last episode.
It's on my to watch list. So shh.
But yeah, watch that. Watch that. You'll binge that. You'll binge it.
It, yep. And so and it's interesting you brought up C, because that's what I was thinking about when you were saying, what about the actors going off into other projects and the fact that they're taking on TV series. Jonathan Tropper has a lock on these actors. I mean, look at the work. I mean, you have Chow, Hun Lee has been in Banshee and now Warrior and now C. Okay. So you have Olivia who's in Warrior and Marco Polo and C. Like, I mean, they've got work. They have work, and so it's all so connected to Jonathan Tropper that, I don't think that would be a problem keeping them engaged with these projects,
I low-key think, I think it's one of those projects where if he snaps his fingers like, yo, we're doing this, I feel like everybody is going to somehow, provided there's not like something running in between that time, they'll jump on board. No question.
There's a serious following for each one of his series.
Well, clearly, fucking everybody
right?
on this here and in the Warrior group and everywhere else, everywhere fucking Warrior related, we had some
Tropper's
voice.
a god. Tropper's a god.
We had our little voice that told HBO Max and all them to be like, yo, we here. Can you give us that fucking season, please? Like, we really trying to see that. I know we stopped at 2, but can you give us the fucking 3rd?
It's time. Just a lowdown on some of Tropper's writing work that he's got going on right now. That he's got in production C. He's doing the newest season as well. Warrior coming up. Micronesian Blues. The Atom Project. So, which is the Atom Project's huge. That is the new Ryan Reynolds, Mark Ruffalo, and every big superhero in Hollywood right now. And JT's on that as well. So, I mean, we've been saying it forever. Like this guy, that's who I'm most afraid of losing. I think we lose JT and we're screwed. Like,
no,
really.
I think everybody loves the show so much they would make a huge effort to be there. Like turning down other projects in order to be on the show. That's what I think. Unless they have scheduled another project, like it happened in 2021,
right.
I think they would like put Warrior in first.
Very true. And you know what? If you think about it realistically, okay, do we really think that these actors imagined that the fans would have had this effect?
Right.
I don't think so. So they took those other projects and we were loud as hell. So when does that really happen effectively? And we showed up. So there's a whole different,
Sonic the Hedgehog is how that happened as well.
Well, like that video of when it was announced that there would be season 3 and how excited they were. Like, is so genuine. I mean, I don't think that was really expected for us actually to succeed in getting the season 3. So I think there's a totally different buy-in now for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I think,
Go ahead.
well, regarding the renewing the season 3, actually, I have heard in some interviews that the talk never stopped. Justin Lin and Jonathan Tropper and Shanna were always working behind the scenes, trying to get them back. And of course, the fans movement helps. But the thing is, Warrior became the second most watched show on HBO Max, just after Game of Thrones.
Which
And
is
then
insane.
all that Stop Asian Hate thing, like it was good for HBO's image to renew the show. Like pay
Sadly, but
attention,
yeah.
guys. What's going on?
Yeah, well, we needed something, we did.
Yeah, it said it took something like that though for it to happen, but I mean, at least we're getting a season 3 and hopefully more. Honestly, we'll see what happens with HBO at that point.
HBO's showing a lot more guts tackling those issues than just about anybody with any kind of following. Right?
Yeah.
It was shocking to me.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if I should be pleasantly shocked or unpleasantly shocked. So
I mean, I guess that's all on you. More than so what do you think? I'm a huge comic book fan and I love comic book movies. I know Chua is as well. I'm not sure about the rest of the cast there, but where are we putting some of these guys in the HBO world now? We've got HBO Max. I think we've talked about this before. So let's take Superman, the Chinese Superman, off the table there. Unless, did we cast him when we talked about it before? Do you guys remember us?
Did we ever have this conversation, or was this one of our random conversations that never happened on air? I think this was our off-air. I think it was off-air conversations.
Well, hey, let's do it on air real quick, just to burn a few minutes here. So, all right, then we can put the Chinese Superman back on the table if you want. But who would be the Chinese Superman from the cast of Warrior? If we're looking at anybody on that
from
cast.
the cast of Warrior.
Oh, Li Young, easy.
Yeah.
No, Rich Sting.
I was going to say Rich too, but yeah, you guys would have blamed it on my man crush, on our bromance. Yeah, I mean,
What's up, Rich? I know you're watching somehow. I know you're watching, man. I know you're watching.
Give us that like, damn it.
He plays it low key. He goes on and watches it afterwards, so he doesn't see us. We don't see it in the numbers.
Shout outs to you, Rich. I see you low
We see
key,
you all.
not being low key, but watching this after it's already here. So
He has done some superhero thing on CW.
yeah, he was Metallo, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, he was Metallo.
Is that
on,
right? Supergirl?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
That is
exactly.
correct, sir. I think the perfect role for this guy,
Ooh.
and you're making him Chua's favorite villain, the Joker.
Really?
Why not? I see it. And if not, it's Victor Zsasz. Because of
Could
his,
be.
I would say Zaz, if anything.
yeah, but I think he's a little more crazy, like the Joker, and Zsasz is a little more calm and collected. And he's just a serial killer that likes to mark his body up with all his kills.
Yeah, if you
Not weird.
have you seen Fistful of Revenge?
Not yet.
No,
No,
On
not
my
yet.
watch list.
Yeah,
Nothing.
Joe looks great. He's serious, very different from Jason. So it could be like a mix of his character on Fistful of Revenge and Young Jun to be Joker. Like.
I like it. I like the pick, honestly.
I downloaded that to watch in the forest.
I've already
Jason
said-
Tobin is an amazing actor, but I can't get the image of him in his first breakout movie out of my head
which was
as Better Luck Tomorrow.
Yes, I just watched it recently. He's so brilliant. Now I understand
he
what
was
everyone's
amazing.
talking about.
No, he was amazing in that film. He was amazing in actually, well, even in his small cameos, he was in the Fast and the Furious series.
yeah,
It was one of the things for me. It was like, oh, that's Jason Tobin.
yeah. He's in
Yeah.
Tokyo Drift and the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. I did.
He's also done this movie. I forget the name of it. The original name was pretty controversial, so they changed it. I don't know what they changed it to. But he plays an aspiring serial killer.
I could actually see that with him too.
Yeah.
I'm just checking here. Let's see. Was it Jasmine?
The serial killer one?
Yeah.
No, I think it was actually called like Number One Serial Killer. Like that, the new.
It is. It's called Number One Serial Killer. I see it right here.
Yeah.
2013. His name was Eddie Sai.
Yeah, something like something like that. Him with
I'm sorry, I'm never good at pronouncing his name. Is it Zima?
Zima, probably.
Yeah, Tzima. Yeah. He's been in everything. Like, I mean, great actor.
He was a villain in martial law back in the day with Sammo Hung, and ever since then he hasn't played a villain yet. I don't know. I wish he would go back to playing villains like that, but this is my thought.
Yeah. Well, he's back in the Kung Fu series. I think he's the dad. He's the evil dad. Is he evil in that or no? I only watched the first episode. I'm sorry.
So did I.
Yeah, because we're going to be staying up that direction. Yeah.
Did anybody else just hear that?
Yeah, I hear background noise. Someone's talking.
Who is that? Who is the hidden sixth?
Who just popped in here? I'm looking. Do I have anything else open here that's coming through? No, I do not.
I mean, we can't see your backgrounds, your real backgrounds. I don't know what's back there.
Oh, this is my real background.
That is your real.
That's just his wall.
Stephanie.
This is Warrior right behind him.
But she might be like surfing right now. We don't even know.
Oh,
yeah, there's some tourists that just walked by, so you never know. Could have been them.
It was Hawaii. It was a Hawaii PD. They're like, "Excuse me, ma'am, no vagrants allowed here."
What does he say? Stephanie's screen is just gonna be like a GoPro of her going around the water. It's gonna be like waves and other surfers and just like.
Listen, I'm gonna get a paddleboard.
Yeah,
I'm getting a paddleboard.
Do it.
Circling
Circling
back to the episode, I was just thinking of something randomly. So how bad do we feel for Lee when we first see him?
For who?
For Lee?
Oh, Officer Lee?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. When he's screwed up because
my man's really trying to like keep afloat here.
And he's not doing it.
Yeah.
He's not doing it. He's kind of failing.
He's the only guy. He's the main guy trying to do the right thing right now on his side. Like his partner's working as a collector.
And
now he's on a mood all the time. I didn't realize that on the other times I've watched it, but now that I watch it again, he's always angry now, Lee, because he's had some he was hurting the head. Yeah, so he has headache, taking Laudon all the time, and he starts to scream to everyone, the boss, Chow, everyone.
And you got to think of everything he's been through, though. He's the eternal optimist, and at every point in his life, he's like, I'll put on a smile. Oh, they just lynched
my battery's getting low. You guys are walking with me.
Okay. He's like, they just lynched my wife. I'm going to try to turn the other cheek and leave the country. And now everybody here hates me because I have the Southern drawl, right? So, and then he finds out his best friend or his mentor, and Bill is on the take. So,
but meanwhile, he's the one who notices the important, forensics, when it comes to the different knife wounds, and he's the one who's like bringing this all to the table.
Yeah.
Like, hello.
It seems like no one else over there seems to be interested or capable of doing investigations. It's kind of like, hey, let's actually look at what happened to these bodies.
And he's starting to spiral though in this episode, or he's already started that spiral. So
you started that. I mean,
blame him though. Like, how would you feel if like you have this optimism to you, and you just get totally shit on all the fucking time? Like, you got your ass handed to you because of Bill.
Yeah. But he doesn't know that yet, right? So,
But I mean, we know that.
Right.
We know that.
Spoilers. Don't be spoiling that for the two people watching. It was
poor Lee.
Yeah, Lee's going through a rough time, and he's dealing with some serious trauma, as they say. Guy was in the war, like I said, lost his wife, best friend or boss, confidant, is someone he can't trust now. And was it I'm gonna mix it up. Was it this episode we saw him with in a brothel?
Mm,
No, that was later.
no.
Oh yeah.
But speaking of like this is where we also saw Sophie flirting in the beginning of
Uh-huh.
that whole
Oh,
saga.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
that's
I wasn't.
This-
I wasn't really a fan at the moment of them trying to make Leary sympathetic because of all the things that character had done. But I was like, yeah, I guess they got to make the villain a little bit more 3-dimensional. So
Hmm.
it's got to give him a little backstory.
yeah.
But
But then he's blowing up buildings.
Story.
yeah, and so the actress who plays Sophie does a very good job of giving you the impression that she's playing with a fire that she doesn't know about because she's been, a privileged kid growing up her whole life.
And that doesn't seem to change very much in this episode or this season. But you'll have to watch to find out if you haven't watched already. We have hit the 46-minute mark. We said we're going to go about 45 minutes for the first episode. I think that we've exceeded that and done pretty well, honestly. And Steph's phone's about to die, so.
You guys are walking over the bridge from Coconut Island, and you can see behind the clouds is the mountain. Over on
Will
the big
there
island.
be a dolphin appearance in the background?
No.
Where is
No.
Flipper? Can you
Monica.
show-
Over there.
Where is Magnum PI's house?
That's over on Oahu.
Okay, so we're nowhere near there.
No. Different island.
Or she has in Scott Lee's house.
Actually, up on this island, my battery's going to die, so if
Well,
it cuts off.
in that case.
But yeah, he's on this island. He's
Surprise
off
cameo
grid.
coming up. No.
I know. He's off grid. My mother met him. My mother hung out with him.
He seems like a pretty
What?
cool guy. Like
Yeah,
to
yeah.
live off grid the way he has, and
Yeah, and I actually met him one time and hung out. He came over to my mom's house and we had, tea and talk story.
oh well.
Yeah.
Cool
Yo,
guy.
I'm so done with our co-host here. Like,
Really. I better never ever
done
hear.
with this shit.
I should never ever hear Stephanie complain ever again for the rest of her life.
Yeah, 3 of us are here in the Northeast, so
And one of
Yeah.
us
I
is
met
here
him
in
once. It'd be
Welland,
nice
which
to
is
know
the
him
worst.
now. And he could give me some like off-grid solutions out of my jungle,
My jungle.
Speaking of off grid,
I went to Matt's face.
That's what you deserve.
Like, I know.
That's what you deserve.
looks like she dropped her phone.
I don't know. Did she drop the phone or not? I'm not too sure. There.
LOL.
It says she is still there. We'll take her out until she comes back, or if not, we'll see her on the next episode. So I do want to say to anybody, and we will be putting these up. I haven't told Matt yet, but he's going to set us up our own podcast here so you can listen to these later. That's right. I'm cool like that. But folks, if for the next episode or future episodes you have ideas for segments or things that you want us to talk about aside from the recaps, let us know, and we will mull them over. As I say, we will take them to the dartboard and go from there. And she's back.
Tammy, 2 phones.
Damn.
She's prepped. She is prepped. But yeah. So anybody have anything they want to go out on or anything like that? Any wise words? Who has the wise warrior words for this week?
Oh, don't look at me.
I am.
Well, I have one that Father June said in this episode. The teacher opens the door, but the student has to make his way. Something like that.
I like it. The student has to walk through, I think it was. But yes, I like it. Wise words indeed from the great Father June. Folks, this has been fun, and we are back. We are back.
Officially.
We're back, bitches. So like I said, if you want to find out, follow us on our page on Facebook. That's Hop This Way group. We're on Instagram. What are we on Instagram there, Matt?
So on both things, Facebook, I think you said. On Instagram, we are the Hop This Way Show. So we're actually official. We have things that you can follow us on and all that other stuff. And then again, we want to hear what you guys have in terms of feedback, because as we legit say on the damn Instagram, it's made for Warrior fans by Warrior fans. So again, if you guys do have stuff, we're welcome to whatever. Doesn't mean we're going to use it, but we'll definitely hear you out. we'll definitely hear it out.
Well said. Anything else to go out on, Frank?
No, the season's about to be a ride.
Facts.
The season's about to be a ride. So.
It's going to be awesome. Well put. Thank you so much to everybody that's joined the show today, or if you're listening on the podcast later. Thanks to my co-host and my fellow Tong members, Frank Zhang, Stephanie Young, Brett. I feel like I forgot something there. Rebecca, Matt Chua, and your boy Zeus. I hope you all have a fantastic week and Warrior proud. Peace.
To America, welcome to the Tong, where our loyalty lies only with Warrior, and they will scrap only if I give them the order. And you feeling itchy, you got something to say, just know we hop this way. Nobody else is suited for this other than us. I know it's crazy, but we work with it and don't give up. Welcome